You expected me to be here yesterday. There was one unavoidable reason because of which I could not come yesterday. Yeah, I agree. As per the schedule, what was shared to you, I was supposed to start from yesterday. But yesterday's date is kindly slightly special to me. Every day on that day, I don't usually work. I take the day off. I have some personal trauma to handle, personal plan to handle. What I've been doing for several years now, it's a kind of a ritual. On that day, I do that specific thing. Like you people have your birthday celebration kind of a thing, or some kind of family group, family event kind of thing. So that day is slightly special to me. That's the reason. Sorry, but whatever we had to do yesterday, we'll compensate for it. We'll start it from today and then take it forward from. Mm, like a lot of you people growing up, I also had a lot of memories growing up, and I also had a lot of things which I would have wished did not happen with me growing up. So one of the beautiful things that happened with me is I'm the second one. When I was born, I already had an elder sister back at home. And when there are elder people at home, you usually look up to these elder people and then basically learn from them and all this. Parents did keep telling me like, okay, she's your elder sister, listen to her, look at her, learn from her, like play with her. That's the kind of upbringing that I had. But little did I know that not everyone is on par. Like not all of you can score same number of marks when you write the test in the thing. Not all of you can run at the same speed. Not all of you understand things at the same speed. Some people are faster, some people are slower, and some people are special. But I didn't understand this concept of special or differently able. I started feeling too much different about myself, and I started looking down at my sister growing up because I felt I was loved more. Like I started doing things faster than her, or people looked at me to be more smarter than her. I throughout built with that ego that I am more smart, I am more loved, and I can do things what she can't because she was elder to me. But I could stand up, like was a first milestone, stand up and then start walking before her, whereas still she was crawling on four legs. And I used to sleep with mom and dad in the bedroom, but she used to be in the living room, kind of thing. And I slowly learned how to eat like mom and dad with two hands, but she used to still eat off the plate and then spill it everywhere, kind of things. And because I was born later, no, who should go to school first? You should go to school first, and I should go to school later, no. But time passed, and actually, went to school much before her. But you should not be mocking at people. No? Life is not a race that someone finishes it first and they get a gold medal and rest of them are losing the race. Everyone have their own way of living their life. Everyone has their own timeline in which they'll achieve things. But little did I know this. And I thought too overwhelmed and nice about myself, and I'm doing things way smarter and way ahead. And surprising thing happened to me on the first day of school. Like all of you sitting in the first day of this class, what I'm taking. Similarly, it was first day of school to me, LKG, no pre-nursery. I go to school, all of the kids are crying because it's the first day of school. The teacher started teaching. At the moment the teacher started, what did you learn in the first day of school? You remember, no? School, first day, LKG, oh God. Everyone's crying because you're out of home for the first time, that kerchief in hand, that water bottle, oh my God. What did you learn first at school? Journal entries. Don't tell me you don't remember. You would definitely remember. Crying, crying, crying. I remember there used to be no board, smart board and all like this. There used to be one chart on the screen. The teacher used to hold one long scale, long stick, point out at that, A for apple, B for ball. And then it used to be one entire page, used to be one word. One big apple image, here one big A, here one apple text. That's it. Page over. One page flip. Next page minute. Now, if you start reading one page, I don't know how much time will you take to finish one page of theory. Depends upon the chapter. Maybe law, economics, and all. You spend 10-15 minutes in one page, no? Accounts also nothing less. Yeah. If you have to learn it, you will spend 10-15 minutes in learning that entire page. There, A for apple, one page done. B for ball, one more page done. You had same syllabus or was it did the syllabus? Just checking. C for B for that's where the surprise came in my life. Everyone read A for apple, B for ball, C for cat, D for. I'm like, my God, what's my sister there? I'm like, this is my sister. The new going to be childhood best friend. They're like, okay, no, that's dog. Like, no, that's my sister. She's at home. Why is her picture here? And that day, I did not understand. Okay, humans are different. Dog is different. I was too young. Yeah, I was like 3 years or 4 years old. So we had a pet at home. I have a picture. We had a pet at home way back. Okay, we had a pet at home, and this pet came home before I was born. So they told me that she is your elder sister. Huh? They told, like a matter of joke, and I was so dumb. I took it seriously. So what I thought all my life is she's my elder sister. I kept her as benchmark. I should walk like how she walks. I should eat like how she eats. And obviously, dog won't sleep in the bedroom. I don't know modern day concerns, but back in the day, 90s, when I was growing up, a dog used to be in the living room only. Dog, it's a big progressive family. So dog in the living room or in the corridor, and we used to sleep in the bedroom. So I thought I am more loved. Relatives come home, they talk to me, I am more loved. And parents take me in hand, I am more loved. Can eat in two hands? This I changed it little because it was what is a very old picture, photograph taken in phone, no. So it was little broken, torn, and everything. Kodak camera clicked, negative washed, and everything. So that looked sorry. That's so it's slightly influenced. So you understand what I'm trying to tell you. So I was comparing myself to a dog all my life, and I thought I am much better in life, and I thought I have done a great progress by going to school way before Boni. Her name is Boni. So I thought I'm much ahead of her, and things went different. But Boni was not like just another dog. I'll tell you why yesterday was so special. Like Boni was a very integral part of my life. Growing up, I looked up as sister, but once later, and see, this is a very older picture, like younger one, when I was really small, and then I used to. She's the only companion that I had growing up playing with. Like, did not have many cousin brothers or sister who were of my age. They were all very elder, and not many neighbors also to play with. In fact, you must have got bitten by dog. How many of you were bit by dog growing up? I've done it in reverse. I have bit the dog. So we were playing and I did not know what I was pulling tail. It was still not responding. At one point, I pulled the tail and then I bit the tail. That scratched me. So then I had got those injections because mom was too concerned that I might be affected by rabies. It did not bite. I bit the dog. Dog scratched me. We had a great time. Not just when both of us were really young toddlers, but in fact growing up. So the moment school is over, when I used to come back to school, the moment I reached the end of the street, no, Boni used to come running, and then we used to walk together. Mom used to take the bag back home, and then we used to play on the streets. Back in the day, in the street, whenever any house is getting constructed, there used to be pile of sand on the streets. We used to sit in the sand and then play. Sand, mom used to scold me because sand usually used to be the place where all the other dogs come and pee. That's the safe place. Cat, dog, shit, pee, everything used to be there. But no, you make that house in the sand, keep that. So that's how it used to be our fun time. But Pony was not like other dogs. It used to maintain good hygiene. It used to not pee on that sand on the street, electric pole, cycle tire. These are all bad habits, bad manners. Pony was alug level back then only. Pony used to be kind of dog, huh? अलग ही लेवल का डॉगेश बाय दिस इज डॉगेश बहन अलग ही लेवल का कुत्ता ओके सो कुत्ती आई डोंट नो कुत्ती yeah sorry it's not an offensive word it's just the female version of the so I'll tell you why was Boni different from the other dogs. Boni was like it used to never pee on the electric pole. It used to never pee on the sand or end of the street or cycle tire, scooter tire and all. No, like it is a clear no red flag in Boni's mindset. Boni used to pee on only car tire. Car. Back in 90s, not every house had a car. Now almost every house has a car. In the street, you used to take a lot of time. We cannot count the number of cars that's there in the street. But pee only on the car tire. Car also not like normal small car. Not like your Tata Nano or what to say Tata Punch or Swift, Maruti Swift Alto 800. This is all not in the level of car that this Boni used to be. Boni's level was like back then only BMW. Oh, that's the level at which Boni used to be. Like at least Volkswagen. Only when at least used to hold its speed. Okay, you have to be BMW ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. It used to wait. Some BMWs and all. But very rarely if that big car, it's not car, okay, it's car. Like Nano is car. Alto or Maruti, okay. Correct. You cannot car. You cannot stress that much. Um, some things are like car, like car. It has that seals. That at least you can rate 3 4 years. The size of the car. Nano, you can't even rate CR completely. R only you would have to fit it in. So it used to pee on car. Only when car was not there, it used to pee on car. Only when car not there, kidney stones ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. If you take pee for really long, kidney stones ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. Only when car is not there, it used to pee on car. And car, if you have, let's say you have BMW, would you park it on the street side? No, a random kid will come take one stone and then put a scratch. Or if the dust is there, people write their name or loves whatever A B C D E F G H, how many ever you have. Or people, what else do you do on a car which is parked on the street side? In Indian also, you don't even know. ಇದು ಏನು ಮೆಣಸಿನ್ಕಾಯಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಒಣಗಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ. You and then you put all the chilies to dry. Dry. ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಒಣಗಾಕೋದು. Crazy people. You have a car, what do? You park it safely. Safely means you have a proper comfort. Only when you can afford that parking space, you buy such expensive car. You cannot afford such big parking space. No, you don't usually buy that big car. If in case you have a car, then what do? You don't safely park it. You are buying one 800 Maruti 800 or Alto. Do you buy one house with big parking space and then buy it? That can be parked on street side also. If you have a car, it will be safely parked. If you have a car, it will be generally parked. And Boni, when it has to pee on car, no, it is safely parked, no, inside the compound. How was it peeing? Is it used to go to the compound, jump the compound, go inside the compound, and then pee on the car tire, and then jump the compound and then pee out. It used to treat that, how to say, secured parking as its private washroom. Only when that big car was not there, then it used to pee on the curb, which is generally parked. You thought I am dumb. No, I compared myself to dog growing up. But my dumbness did not end there after I realized it's a dog. I'll tell you what happened after that. So, like every day after the school when we come back, no, we used to see major source of knowledge was not internet back then. It was all like TV, music, tape record, and all this. So tape record movie and all. When I used to see these people getting married, people having kids, and quite a lot of those things. I don't know how many of you are fascinated in getting married. I don't know. And I was thinking, okay, one fine day even I'll get married, one fine day even I'll have kids and all of that. But one fine day, what happened? Reality hit really hard. It so happened like I came back from school. Things look very weird. I'm coming back to why I could not take classes today. So when I came back from school, Pony did not come to welcome me at the end of the street. I found it little weird. So now if I connect, no, I slightly observed that a week or 10 days before that also, Boni used to not come running. Dogs age differently. We age differently. One human year is about like 4 dog years. If I was around first standard, that's about 6 years or something. Dogs are much older, no? And life expectancy of humans and dogs are also very different for the same reason. So dog did not come to welcome me at the end of the street. I found it little too weird. And then I slowly start. Whenever when I look back, I understand Boni was not running very fast in the last 10 days or 1 month. It used to be slightly slow. It used to act very slow. It was not like good old days when we were like this. At this age, things were little different. And I think this is slightly younger photo. What the incidents? What I'm trying to tell is happened about 2 years after this, or 1 or 2 years after this. Then Boni didn't come. I asked mom, where is Boni? Mom told, don't disturb me. I am thinking about something else. Shut up, come home, finish your freshening up, eat your food, and then start your homework. I never accepted no for an answer. I'm like, no, you're gonna tell me what happened. Why is Boni not here? She's like, don't irritate me. I'm already irritated. Come home, do your work. I told you I would not take no for an answer. On the street, I started showing my say tantrums. I started throwing tantrums. You know what parent? Felt on the rock, but I got one on the street road. So I was not so tough that I can take it. I started crying, and because I was crying, I got one more. I'm like, you hit me, so I'm crying. And if you hit one more to stop crying, I'll cry louder. It will make you more angry and hit me more. So I think I might have got 2, 3. I don't remember the number exactly. Same story, no? I think we're able to relate more. Good. I think we are a good distance apart when it comes to age, but still lot of childhood trauma is common. So I got nice 2, 3 slaps, and but I did not stop crying. I had a lot of energy from afternoon lunch. I cried, on crying, crying. Came home, and then mom is washing face. Even like soap goes into the mouth, but I'm still like ah. And then come home, change the dress, and like ah. At one point, her headship became more because of me crying. She's like, okay, okay, fine, shut up. I'll tell you. So you stop crying. But after I tell, you should follow what instructions I tell. Then eat food and then get back to your homework. I'm like, okay, now I'll do. What is it? Tell me. Puni used to usually sleep at 2, but that day Puni was not at home also. That's the reason why I was not crying randomly. Okay, I don't like crying. There was a reason. Then mom took me out of the home and then she started walking me to the other side of the street. See, usually nowadays, if you see a street, every house is built. Back in the day, there used to be some empty plots where houses are not completely built. And that used to be the garbage dumping yard also, where people used to dump all the garbage. So one end of the street, one corner was an empty site where people used to dump all the garbage. There used to be a lot of rodents and all sorts of stinking stuff there. We used to not even enter the road from house from that side of the street. We used to enter from this side. But mom started walking me to that side of the street, which she used to never let me do, but she's making me do. I was a little surprised. Why? Then we walked throughout. No, mom did not have that smile on her face. She looked a little disturbed and lost in the thought. Not her usually, but that was the case. It slowly had an impact on me. We walked to the end of the street. Then she made me stand on one place and she told me not to go forward, not to overreact, or not to do anything beyond what she instructs me. She held my hand tight, pointed her finger towards one place where all the garbage was stored, and she showed me there. Initially, I did not understand much, but between that all dust and sand and plants, I could see that brown skin of Boni. It was very different that day. It was not like the same old Boni that I used to see. It was there, rock still, not moving, and literally it looked very different. It looked a lot of stains of blood around there and everything. And that day changed the way I started looking. How many of you had pets growing? But you remember, no, that one day comes after which do you still have it? Like, do you want to have a pet now? You want to? She's tough. But some of you would not want to have a pet all again. Same thing happened with me that day. That day, what I saw was Boni there lying with 6 puppies. 6 puppies. I'll tell you what happened. I thought I am much smarter. I am much ahead. I went to school before Boni. I could eat before Boni. I was more loud before Boni. But Boni had 6 puppies. I did not have any. And from that day, whenever we went to temple, my prayers changed. Everyone used to pray. Devanan first rank could, so I want one remote control car. I don't know what were you praying for. I used to pray to God, Nangu or Nai Maribeku. Give me the strength to put 6 puppies. Fast. I want to give birth to 6 puppies. I used to pray this. I little did I know things that only dogs can give birth to puppies and humans can't. I was like, I want 6 puppies. I want to give birth to 6 puppies. God bless me with 6 puppies. Throughout this was the prayer. And the biggest surprise came to my dad, who was standing next to me in the temple. He was like, what's wrong with my son? He wants to give birth to puppies now. Dad did not know how to start a conversation with him. He was devastated. He went back to mom. And outside there, I don't know how to talk to him. Please go talk to him and then check what's wrong with him. Mom had a small conversation with me. Now, when I went to temple, I asked for a new house for us to shift in the next year. What did you pray for? Okay, why are you asking? Dad asked for a better job. And then your cousin brother is there, no? He asked for an engineering seat. Your cousin sister is there, no? She asked for a nice husband. What did you ask? She is giving me examples so that I followed it. So it's simple. I asked for 6 puppies. She's like, why? She's like, okay. See, Boni was born before me. Boni was born 1 year before me. Now Boni has 6 puppies. At least in next 1 year, I should have 6 puppies. When she told, okay, see, Boni is grown fully. So Boni will ask for a fully grown puppy dog. But you are still not grown. When you go to God, no, you should not ask like dog, but you should have puppies. You should ask God to bless you to become fully grown up. If you are fully grown up, you will have puppies. If you are not grown up, you should ask the God to become fully grown up. That's what you should ask God for. So that's what mom started telling me. From that day, I started praying differently. I started praying to God that, okay, ದೇವ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ದೊಡ್ಡವನಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆಯೋ ತರ ಮಾಡು, ನನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡವನ್ ಮಾಡು, ನನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡವನ್ ಮಾಡು. I started praying that. And then I don't know when to switch from ನನ್ನನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡವನ್ ಮಾಡು to ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು puppy ಕೊಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. So finally, recently we were blessed with a baby girl. Yeah. So just telling us, this is an old picture of us school times. After the school, coming back home and then playing with dog. We used to back in the day. It used to be Ritik Roshan's movie. I don't know Ritik Roshan's first movie. You know Ritik Roshan's first? No, not Mehun. It's Kaho Na Pyar Hai. There used to be one song in that very famous where he used to wear that black color shirt and then do this. What is that song? There's one famous step. No, that's a tune. There's one song. What was that song? No, no, not Chali Chaya Chaya Chaya. That is Shah Rukh Khan. Ritik Roshan, yeah, one step like this. Ekupalka Jina. So he does this step, no? So we used to try and do the step. Yeah, I used to do it better than Boni, anyways. That's the little story of Boni. Get back. Okay, let's get started. So the topic that we'll be discussing is called bonus issue. What's the name of the topic? Part of your company account syllabus. We should see this chapter of bonus issue from two standpoints, from two perspectives. You understand bonus issue? Who does bonus issue? Partnership firm? No. Company. Company does bonus issue. Bonus issue can be seen from two standpoints. You don't have to write anything. I'll tell you when to write. You don't have to open any book. I'll tell you when to read from the book. So bonus issue can be seen from two perspectives. One from the perspective of the company. Second from the perspective of the shareholder who is going to receive this share. From the perspective of the shareholder who gets the share, usually if you have to buy the share, you would have to pay the application money and apply for the share in the company. Company, if it accepts your application, they'll ask you to pay allotment money. Then the share will be allotted to you. If there is still balance, they would make the call. Or sometimes after paying allotment money, the share will be allotted to you. But that's not the same case when it comes to bonus issue. In the case of bonus issue, you don't have to pay any money. You don't have to pay any money. Till yesterday you had one share, today 6 shares will be given to you free. So all of a sudden you have 7 shares. So you don't have to work really hard. Bonus shares is free share given to the shareholder. Bonus shares is free shares given to the shareholder. I had one share and then suddenly one fine day that share gave birth to 6 shares. Now I am having not one share at home, but I am having 7 shares in my portfolio. Are you getting it? But if you see from the perspective of company, yeah, from the perspective of company, it is called as capitalization of reserves. What is it called as? So to me, it looked like I had one pet dog by name Bonnie and it gave birth to 6 pet dogs, 6 puppies. But from the perspective of the dog, if you see, it's not free. It was throughout there. Those 6 puppies were throughout there. Where were those 6 puppies? In the belly. One fine day, all the 6 puppies came out. That's it. Previously also there were one dog and 6 puppies. Now also there is one dog and 6 puppies. Previously it was at one place. Now it is at a different place. Do you understand? That's from the perspective of the company. From the perspective of company, what is bonus issue? It is called as capitalization of reserves. What is bonus issue? From the perspective of company, capitalization of, once again, what is bonus issue from the perspective of company? Capitalization of reserves. If you imagine a company's balance sheet, you would look like it will look like this. You'll have share capital, shareholders fund. Under shareholders fund, other than share capital, you'll also have reserves and surplus. Now Ritik Roshan will come here and then he'll do that. He'll come here. He'll take reserves and he'll put it to share capital. He'll take from reserves, he'll put it to share capital. When I say this, no, this is Ritik Roshan. This is not Jagesh. The same step Jagesh also did. Jagesh is Navarasa Nayaka, Kannada film. So he also does this. That he means different. Okay, let's not go there. Yeah. So this is taking from reserves, putting it to capital. Taking from reserves, that's what Boni and I used to do. No, take from reserves, put it to capital. Take from reserves, put it to capital. Reserves, putting it to capital. Boni, bonus issue. Taking it from reserves, putting it to capital. Taking it from reserves and putting it to, that's what we used to do. So what is bonus issue? Capitalization of reserves. From the perspective of the shareholder, what is bonus issue? Free share. From the perspective of the shareholder, what is bonus issue? But from the perspective of the company, what is it? Capitalization of reserves. When I talk about capitalization of reserves, let's focus on that word reserve. So you come across several reserves. Am I right? So there are several reserves. Can you name from general reserve, capital reserve, then security premium, redemption reserve, capital redemption reserve? Several reserves are there. Which reserve are we talking about? DRR, debenture redemption reserve. Which reserve are we talking about when we say reserve? When you say capitalization of reserves, when I say we'll take the reserves, put it into capital, what reserves will we take? Capital reserve, general reserve, all of them or one of them? All of them. In any specific order, any random order? Some specific order. Do you know it? Let me tell. So the order is like this. We should start with capital redemption reserve. After that is exhausted, we should go to security premium. If that is also exhausted, then we'll go to capital reserve. Then general reserve and P&L account, which will be called as free reserves. So this is the order. Can you skip the order? No. If in case straight away you start using capital reserve, would your answer be correct in the exam? No, it will be incorrect. Or if you straight away take free reserve, general reserve, would your answer be correct? No, it's not correct. You need to remember the order. So you used to remember, do you remember the story of Boni? Where was Boni peeing? Boni used to pee on car. Car was parked how? Safe. So car is safely parked. Car is safely parked. Only when car which is safely parked is not there, it used to be on car. Car used to be generally parked. Car used to be safely parked. If that is not there, it used to be on car which is generally parked. Car, CRR, capital redemption reserve. Safely parked, security premium. Only if CRR and security premium is not there, then it is to visit CUR. CUR is CR, capital reserve. Capital reserve, then CUR, generally park, general reserve, park, P&L account. So remember the order of reserves. Did I see? Let me be honest. Growing up, having a pet at home was true. Pet being elder to me was true. And name of the dog being Boni is true. Yes, it is. It is true. No, no, no. It was true. And then actually, it's a sad story. That day when I came back from school, Boni died. But I did not want to make this, what to say, mood of this classroom go bad. So I brought you so close and then I changed it to subject. So it was actually a very special dog. I'll tell you why is it special. This is not related to subject only. That story was related to subject. Now I'll tell you some nonsense which is not related. Now he's like he was like this always. Now he's like okay fine that's fine. We're so interested to hear non-academic stuff. So we had one neighbor. So these neighbors left Bangalore. They shifted to Mysore because their elder son got job in fire department, Mysore, and then younger son also got job in the fire, some place, some fire related work only in Mysore only. So they left their house in Bangalore. They shifted to they had quarters and everything. It was not that low class employee. It was like one what to say reputed employee in that what to say job. It is a government job. They gave quarters and they gave all the amenities and everything. It was a very nice, good job. So they sold the house in Bangalore. They shifted to Mysore. This was the time when they were there. Dog was still there. Boni was still there. After they left, no years later, when I was in like eighth or ninth standard, Boni had left long ago. Boni left when I was around third or fourth standard. So when we went to Chamundi Betta once, Mysore, on the way back, we thought we'll visit them, old neighbors. So we stopped. The fire station was on the highway. So we stopped there. We went to meet them. We spoke to auntie, uncle. That Anna who was there next to us. No, Anna, ಹೇಗಿದ್ಯಾ? I asked. Okay, first thing I asked him. I'm meeting him after 4 5 years. You know what did he say? Boni ಹೇಗಿದೆ? That's the first thing that he asked me. He asked me how is Boni. So Boni was a special dog. Okay, he forgot the fact that dogs died. Then we had a small moment like, no, Pony died when I was in third standard. Like, oh, so sad and everything. Fine, come back. So you understood what is the results that we take and in what order do we take results for the purpose of bonus issue? Start with car. Car is capital redemption reserve. If that's not available, then we go to security premium. If security premium is also not available or completely exhausted, then we go to capital reserve. If capital reserve is also exhausted or not available, then we go to free reserves. Free reserves means two. One, general reserve. Two, P&L account. One, general reserve. Two, P&L account. I hope you understood this order of reserves that we will use. There's a warning symbol next to security premium and capital reserve, which says that we can use capital reserve. We can use security premium. There is no restriction. But security premium and capital reserve can be used for bonus issue only if it is realized in cash. Only if it is realized in cash. What do you mean when I say realized in cash? Very simple. I'm issuing shares and I'm collecting cash. I'm a company. I'm issuing shares and I'm collecting cash. Shares are issued for cash consideration. 10 rupees share. I issued for 12. I collected how much cash? 12 rupees. You all know the journal entry. What is the journal entry? Cash account debit 12,000 or okay, fine, right? Bank account debit 12,000 to share capital, equity share capital or preference share capital 10 to security premium. So you wrote 2 rupees to security premium credit. Debit corresponding is cash. Security premium is received in cash. That can be used. That can be used. No, alternate scenario where it cannot be used. I purchased furniture from a furniture shop. I purchased furniture from a furniture shop. When I purchase this furniture from a shop, I need to give this person to whom from whom I purchased the furniture some cash. Do you agree with me? Or let's say I bought one expensive shirt. I bought one expensive shirt for the company. ಇಷ್ಟು ಈ ಶರ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇದು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವರ್ಸಾಚೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 2 lakh rupees ಇದು ಶರ್ಟ್ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಡಾಗ್ ರಾಜಣ್ಣ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ dog Satish. Okay. I bought this shirt for 2 lakh rupees. So 2 lakh rupees ಗೆ ನಾನು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ನಾನು ಕೊಲಾಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಫಾಲೋವರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ? ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್. I got 2 lakh rupees worth of asset from the party. I should give him cash. I don't have cash to give, but I don't have followers to do collaboration. But what do? I give him shares. I give shares of my company. 2 lakh rupees. Now 2 lakh rupees shares are given. Maybe at premium also I have given. And did I receive cash in return? What have I received? A non-cash consideration, an asset. Maybe furniture, maybe land, maybe building, maybe shirt, whatever. Okay. So this security premium is received not in cash. Can I use this security premium to do bonus issue? No. Can I use it? So to use security premium for bonus issue, it should have been received in cash. You must have done journal entries where shares are issued for non-cash consideration, debentures are issued for non-cash consideration. When you purchase plant and machinery, you write plant and machinery account debit to vendor. Then you write vendor account debit to share capital to security premium. That security premium, what you credited there, you have not received cash. You received some non-cash consideration. You cannot use that for the purpose of bonus issue. I hope you understood. The next point that you should note is capital reserve. Capital reserve also I told you same thing. Can we use capital reserve for bonus issue? Yes. If it is realized in, can you use capital reserve for bonus issue? Answer is yes, provided it is realized in cash. If capital reserve is not realized in cash, it cannot be used for the purpose of bonus issue. When is capital reserve realized in cash? When is capital reserve not realized in cash? Shall we discuss? Okay. You have one PPE. Is PPE? PPE ಅದೇ ಸರ್ ಅದೇ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದಲ್ಲ. What is that? ಅದೊಂದು ಸೆಟ್ ಬ್ಲೂ ಕಲರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ. PPE. That PPE is different. I don't know what is that PPE for. PPE? PPF ಬಂದು ಕಾರಿಗೆ ಹಾಕೋದು. That is PPE, no? Okay, some E where the line was small. Okay, fine. E, if you scratch one line, it look like fine. Science ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ? Commerce, no? We take PPE in commerce. Have you heard of the word PPE? What is PPE? PPE means property, plant, and I did not ask upgrade. I did not ask. No, what is RCB? RCB means royal. No, RCB is an emotion. RCB defines hope. RCB defines form of life where after 18 failures, after 17 failures, 18th time you will definitely get success. And when you get success, everybody else will cry. So Yeah, when that's fixed RCB. Like I'm not asking you abbreviation, I'm asking you meaning. I'm asking you definition. I'm asking you definition. What is PP? Property, plant and equipment. Okay, I'll read it. Property, plant and equipment ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Wow, shabash. All assets are PP. No. Intangible assets. Amog is saying fixed assets. ಈಗ I have one motor car. I have one motor car. ಅದು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಾ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಒಂದೇ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ? ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. That is not that arcade car. If I put first gear, leave the clutch and press the accelerator after the handbrake is down, it will come to Jayanagar. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಟೀರಿಂಗ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ JP Nagar also it will go. Is it fixed asset? Is it PP? Well, yeah, what is fixed assets did not make sense. That is the reason the word fixed assets was replaced with PP. Long, long ago, accounting standard 10 used to be called as fixed assets. Throughout in balance sheet, we used to write the name as fixed assets. But people found it illogical, like this car, machine. Some machines will be moving. You cannot call it fixed assets, no, if it's moving. Am I right? You're like, okay, sir, my asset also, sir, it's moving. Sometimes she's here, sometimes she's in his heart, sometimes she's in her. She's moving, but she's still an asset. Yeah. Okay, fine. Come back. What were we discussing? PPE. What is PPE? Asset. And your answer is smaller than my question. My question is what is property, plant, and equipment? Your answer is asset. Assets. Oh my God. Hey guys, you cannot just focus on problems and numbers. You would have to be clear with this theory also because true or false 12 marks theory. After that 4 marks about 2 questions you get theory. If in case you ignore theory, ignore definition, characteristic features, effects, formulas and all of this, you focus only on problems, no, your exemption will get blocked. Talking about block, did she unblock you? I'm sorry, not a right day to talk about. Come back. So what I was asking you is definition of PPE. No, property, plant and equipments are assets which are used in production of goods, rendering of services, or rental or administration purpose, which will give us future economic benefit. Definition you read in chapter 6, depreciation. Okay, that PP, whatever is there, you bought it for some price, let's say 10 lakh rupees. You have depreciated it for some 2 years. Let's say your favorite straight line method depreciation. 10 lakh worth of PP depreciated 2 years, 2 lakh rupees. 10 lakh minus 2 lakh. What will be remaining? 8 lakh. Now you're looking at PPE. You're looking at 8 lakhs. You're looking at PP. You're looking at 8 lakhs. You're looking at PP. You're looking at 8 lakhs. You feel like 8 lakhs Allah. The value of it is different. The value of it is this looks like 8 lakh 50. This looks like 8 lakh. So what is the value of the PPE after charging 2 years depreciation in your balance sheet? 10 lakh minus 2 lakh, 8 lakh. But what is your inner feeling? What is the feeling that you're getting from your heart? This is not 8 lakh, this is 8 lakh 50. So now you want to change it from 8 lakh to 8 lakh 50. You want to change it from 8 lakh to 8 lakh. How do you change it from 8 lakh to 8 lakh 50? You need to increase it by 50,000. If you have to increase it by 50,000, you would have to debit PPE account by 50,000. Credit will be, what are we doing? Cash. Did you give cash? Whom did you give cash 50,000? Revaluation. This is upward revaluation of the asset. You are revaluing the asset upward from 8 lakh to 8 lakh 50. Credit will be given to revaluation reserve. What is revaluation reserve? It's capital reserve. What is revaluation reserve? Capital reserve. It's a reserve arising on capital transaction. It's a reserve arising on capital transaction. That's revaluation reserve, capital reserve. Now, I had a PPE which is valuing 8 lakh rupees in my balance sheet. I believe it's not 8 lakh, it's 8 lakh 50. I want to increase its value from 8 lakh to 8 lakh 50. I debit my PPE by 50 and credit revaluation reserve by 50, making my PPE 8 lakh 50. Keep that for depreciation chapter. Then you credited capital reserve or revaluation reserve 50,000. I'm talking about that reserve. Can I use that reserve for the purpose of bonus issue? You understand how the chapters are connected? Can I use that reserve for bonus issue? No, you cannot. Why? It is not realized in cash. When you credited capital reserve, did you debit cash? If you are debited cash, you can use. If you are not debited cash, you cannot use. You cannot use. You can use capital reserve for bonus issue only if it is realized in cash. Only if it is realized in very things happening. Power is blinking throughout. Is one here? Vecna. What is the other name? Mind Flayer. One. He has one more name. No, Demogorgon is what he sends. Yeah, not this kind of dogs. That is different dogs. Demo dogs. No, you call them dogs. Dogs in the other world. You guys don't know. It's a strange thing. Don't worry. It's stranger things. Okay, don't worry. You would have to know only this. That you don't have to. No, today don't go home and then say, Mom, okay, Sir has given homework. We'd have to see 5 seasons of Stranger Things. It seems. I want 500 rupees for Netflix subscription. Why 500? 150? No. 300 rupees for chill. Because it's Netflix and chill. Fine, come back here. So, can you use capital reserve? Yes. It should be realized in cash. When you revalue the asset upward, that revaluation reserve, whatever you create, is revaluation reserve arising in the form of capital reserve, which is not realized in cash, cannot be used. Can you think of an example where capital reserve is realized in cash, can be used for bonus issue? You have read it. If you give up, I will explain. Okay, na, give up, ah. I'm asking you, capital reserve can be used for bonus issue if it is realized in cash. When you revalue the asset upwards, capital reserve is not realized in cash, cannot be used for bonus issue. Give me a situation where capital reserve is realized in cash. You know it. If I tell you, like, I will tell. What is it? Reissue of what shares? Forfeited shares. You had issued shares to somebody. They paid application money. They paid allotment money. They did not pay first call money. Application paid, allotment paid, first call they did not pay. You asked money once again, they did not pay. You gave notice, they did not pay. You gave warning, they did not pay. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕಾಲ್ ಹಿಡಿತೀರಾ? What will you do? What will you do? You will forfeit the shares. You get this? Because there is arrears, I would say, calls in arrears. Yeah, ಕಾಲ್ ಹಿಡಿದು ಕೆರ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. So you will calls in arrears ಇದೆ ಅಂತ you will forfeit the share. Once you forfeit the share, what will you do with that forfeited share with you? You will find one more good person and then you will reissue the share to that person. There is a share of rupees 10. There is a share of rupees against which old shareholder has paid 6 rupees. He did not pay 4. He has paid how much? 6. He did not pay. When you forfeit from the new shareholder, you should expect to receive only 4. But let's say to the new reissued at 5. The new shareholder you reissued at 5. Old shareholder had paid how much? 6. New shareholder paid how much? 5. Together, how much did you collect? 11. Old shareholder had paid 6. New shareholder paid 5. Together, you collected 11 rupees. Nominal value is 10. So, a 10 rupee share is issued at 11. That 1 rupee that you receive extra, it is not security premium. It is profit on reissue of forfeited shares. What is it? Profit on reissue of forfeited shares. On reissue of forfeited shares, used to write that entry share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve, transfer it to capital reserve. Capital reserve balance, whatever is existing in the balance sheet, can that be used for bonus issue? Yes. Why? It is realized in cash. The old shareholder had paid cash. If you revalue the asset upward, can you utilize that for bonus issue? Answer is no. So, what do you mean by bonus issue from the perspective of company? It is capitalization of reserves. What is it? We are shifting the reserves to capital. What reserves can we use? First one, capital redemption reserve. Second one, third one, fourth one. When we talk about free reserves, we have two options: general reserve and P&L. What is free reserves? What is divisible profits? Both are meaning same. Divisible profits, distributable profits, or free reserves are same. What is it? There is no specific purpose like you people in life. You're like anything. Oh, cricket ಆಡೋಣ ಓಕೆ ಆಡೋಣ ಫಿಲ್ಮ್ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಮಾಡೋಣ CA ಬೇಡ MBA ಮಾಡೋಣ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬೇಕರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಪಪ್ ತಿನ್ನೋಣ ತಿನ್ನೋಣ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನೋ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎನಿವನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ದೇರ್ Anikek also. So you are ready to do anything like that. This general reserve and P&L account ready for anything. Dividend distribution, I am ready. Capitalization of reserves, I am ready. Writing of accumulated losses, I am ready. You tell it, it's ready. So there is no restrictions. There is no ನಮ್ಮ ಅಮ್ಮ ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಜನರಲ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದೇ ವಾಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನೋ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎನಿ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು write off preliminary expenses it can be used to write off accumulated losses it can be used to do bonus issue it can be used to do distribute dividend can be used for any purpose there is no restriction on these reserves those are free reserves name itself says free what are they free reserves also called as divisible profits or also called as distributable profits there is a reason why we use this order capital redemption reserve is there no there's only one purpose in life हमारी मकसद क्या है bonus issue what is the purpose of capital redemption reserve it cannot be used for any other purpose it cannot be used for only purpose for which CRR can be used is bonus. If you see CRR being used at any place, it's for bonus issue, life objective. I sometimes feel like I was born for you. I don't know what will I be if not for you. I cannot imagine my life without you. I'm nothing without you. Who's telling? CRR. Whom is it telling to? Bonus issue. So I am meant to be. I want to grow old with you. I've given you a lot of nice statements. Whichever you remember, you can use it after class today. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, don't ask me. Work for me. And when you tell somebody this statement, don't tell I told you. Tell it like it's your own statement. That's when it has an impact. Okay. So capital redemption reserve. Did you understand? Only objective in life, bonus issue. That should be used first. Security premium. It can be used for bonus issue, but that's not the only purpose. It can be used for several other purposes also. Later, I'll make you write as per section 52 of Companies Act for the purpose for which security premium can be used. Right now, we're focusing on the major concept. So, security premium can be used for bonus issue. Security premium can be used to redeem debentures at premium. Security premium can be used to buy back equity shares at premium. We'll discuss it in CA Inter, buyback of equity shares. So, in several other cases also security premium can be used. So, second priority. Third one, capital reserve. Capital reserve has more purposes than security premium. So third priority. And our free reserves can be used for anything. That's the last priority. I hope you understood. Say something. Very good. So let's make a note of these things. Come on, quickly. So far, whatever we've understood. I've already taught this part to you, but let's understand it with text on the screen. Previously, I was telling you and you are using your imagination to remember the numbers. See, there's a case where 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each have been issued at rupees 12 each. 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each have been issued at rupees 12 each. You don't have to write the entry. Entry is already written. This red color part is the question. What is the accounting entry already written? Bank account debit to share capital to security premium. This entry is already passed. Is the security premium created here? 20,000. How is it received? In cash. Now I have a question. Can security premium arising on this issue be used for bonus shares? Yes. As it is realized in cash, it can be utilized for the purpose of bonus. Does this make sense? Do you want to make a note of it complete? No. But you understood? No. Okay, next thing. We understood one more thing slightly before. Let's call this revaluation of the asset. Let's call it accounting quotient. See what's happening in the second one. A furniture worth rupees 12,000 was purchased. Sorry, this is not on revaluation. This is shares issued for non-cash consideration. Furniture worth rupees 12,000 was purchased and 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each were issued at rupees 12. What is the accounting entry that you will pass? First, you will purchase the machinery or furniture. Entry will be furniture account debit to vendor. Vendor is the person who gave you the asset. You need to pay him money. If you pay him cash, the accounting entry that you will pass will be vendor account debit to cash. What is the accounting entry that you will pass? Vendor account debit to cash. But This specific person was paid by issue of shares. You're supposed to pay him 12,000. I'll debit vendor account, debit, sorry, 1,20,000, debit. Credit, share capital, can be equity, can be preference. There is no restriction. So I've just written share capital. To equity share capital, 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each, 1 lakh. To security premium, 10,000 shares into rupees 2 per share, 20,000. Here did we create security premium of 20? My question to all of you is, can I use this 20,000 for bonus issue? Can I? The answer is no. Would you want to note this? Okay. No, as it is not realized in cash, it cannot be utilized for bonus issue. Anybody has doubts in the previous example or this example? Can I go further forward? Okay, let's go to the third one. Third one, shares which were issued in the past were forfeited for non-payment of some call money. You done this accounting, not in this unit, but in the earlier unit. Have you? I'm not expecting you to pass journal entries. I've already given it here. Let's just see and then familiarize us with this, what we've learned in the past. 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each has been issued and it's been called up for only 6 rupees. How much is called up? And 6 rupees is paid also. So you have called 6 rupees, is paid 6 rupees. Then you call for the balance 4. When you call for the balance, when you ask for the balance 4 rupees, which is in arrears, when you call for the balance 4 rupees, which is in arrears, the shareholder did not pay. Shareholder did not. So eventually company forfeited the shares and reissued them at par. Eventually company forfeited the shares and reissued them at. You tell me, what is the journal entry when the shares call was not received and the shares were forfeited? Capital will decrease. Share capital account debit. Share forfeiture account to the extent money is received 6 rupees because we don't give this money back. If I'm giving this money back to the shareholder, I would have credited cash. Because I don't give it back, I credit share forfeiture and I'll also credit calls in arrears. This is because this is the extent to which money is not received. So previously when the money is not received, it is an asset we would have debited. Now that asset is getting reversed. So I credited. And I say the journal entry is share capital account debit to share forfeiture to calls in arrears. Later these shares got reissued. What price did I reissue? Final call of 4 was there. That was not made. They were reissued at par. When I reissue at par, I'll receive full 10 rupees. Bank account debit to share capital. Full 10. Received. So from the new shareholder, I collected 10. From the old shareholder, I had collected 6. I've collected 16 rupees against the same share. I've collected 16 rupees against the, whereas the nominal value is 10. So I've collected 6 rupees extra. 6 rupees extra per share, what I've collected will become profit. It's not premium, it is profit. 6 rupees per share for 10,000 shares, it will be transferred to capital reserve. You've done that not in this unit, but in the units before this, earlier. So such profit, can it be utilized for bonus issue? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, as it is realized in cash. Are you getting it? Okay. Now, so security premium realized in cash can be used for bonus issue. Security premium not realized in cash cannot be used for bonus issue. If shares are issued for non-cash consideration, then that security premium cannot be utilized for bonus issue. I hope you understood. Capital reserve arising on reissue of forfeited shares is capital reserve realized in cash can be used for bonus issue. Am I right? Come to next TQ. We'll do fourth one. This one is on that revaluation. See this property, plant and equipment of book value 1 lakh was revalued to 1 lakh 50. What is the old value? 1 lakh. What is the new value that we're giving? 1 lakh 50. So I'm increasing from 1 lakh to 1 lakh 50. The asset value has to be increased. When the asset value has to be increased, asset will be debited. Credit is given to revaluation. Credit is given to revaluation. Property, plant and equipment account debit to revaluation reserve. Amount is 50. This 50 revaluation reserve is capital reserve. Can I use it for bonus issue? The answer is no. Why? It is not realized in. It is not realized in. Now, I told you and you understood how to treat when it is realized in cash, how to treat when it is not realized in cash. Are you getting it? Now I have a question. What if they just give security premium but don't tell anything? What if they just tell capital reserve, but don't tell how it came? What to do? Assumption has to be made. Okay. In the absence of specific mention, what assumption should we do? Assume in the absence of specific mention. Trying to simplify the word. Leave it. In the absence of specific mention, necessary assumption is to be made. Necessary assumption is to be made. What is the assumption? Security premium is realized in cash. Capital reserve is not realized in cash unless mentioned. This is the assumption. Sir, why like this? Simple. Security premium can come in two ways. No, one, shares issued for cash consideration, shares issued for non-cash consideration. You think, yeah. You think and tell me, do you often issue shares for cash or do you often issue shares for non-cash? Often issue shares for cash. Which is more often? That is obvious, no? Which is more often is more obvious. Next one. Capital reserve will arise because of two reasons. One, asset is revalued or shares are forfeited. Asset is revalued or shares are forfeited. What is more often possible? Revaluation is more often possible. Is your hobbies issue shares, forfeit shares, issue shares, forfeit shares? Will you write this in hobbies column? No. If some idiot doesn't pay, then you forfeit. How often do you meet idiots? Me too every day, sir. I'm not talking about personal things. I'm talking about company. Company will not issue shares every year. It will issue shares only once in very rare situations. And in that case, meeting a person who doesn't pay the money is like very rare. So if there is forfeiture of shares for non-payment, they will mention. If they don't mention, it's usually revaluation of asset. Revaluation of asset, non-cash consideration. So they'll mention in the question. If nothing is mentioned, always assume security premium is realized in cash, capital reserve is not realized in cash. Make a note of this. Okay, I hope you wrote this. No offense intended. Only wanted to hurt you deep. Come back here. So you understood now the reserves that should be utilized. Am I right? Okay, then coming back to capital, you understood the reserves has to be capitalized. Reserves how to take, you know. Now let's talk about capital for that matter. And the section 63 talks about this. So law will keep aside. Again, that law section 63 you will read in inter law, not even in foundation. Foundation, what company law do you have? Introduction to company law. You don't even have company law in detail. Characteristic features of company, types of company, over. That's it, no? So don't have to worry about section 63. You'll read it in inter. Later, I'll still show you some part of it. Right now, we're not focusing on law or hardcore theory, focusing on the concept completely. So, talking about the capital. Capital in the form of company or in a company can be two, no? Equity share capital, preference share capital. The question that I have for all of you is, when you make bonus issue, can you make bonus issue to both equity and preference? Or should you do it only for equity? Or should you do it only for preference? Capitalization of reserves, you know, you will take the reserve, you will put it in capital. Where will you put in capital? Equity or preference? Or can you put in both? Or is it only one? This is the food for thought that I'm giving you people. Do a little bit of research. Tell me tomorrow. Tomorrow. 50% chances, sir. You tell equity, you tell both. Sir, we have answer. One of us is right. All of you should be right. So you have all the resources. Call that uncle, call that auntie, or Google search, or whatever you want. You wherever you want to search, you search. But tell me the answer tomorrow. Let's see. Tell me. Okay. Let's see how good is your search. Okay. Answer was there, so I just scrolled it fast. Yeah. Let's talk about effects of bonus issue. What effects will happen because of bonus issue? Quickly. What will happen to share capital? We'll take from reserves. We'll put it into share capital. Tell me what will happen to share capital? Increase, obviously. What will happen to reserves? Increase. Capital will increase. Reserves will decrease. There will be no change in the net assets of the company. Totally, the assets of the company will be same. If you do fresh issue, if you do, what will happen? You will collect cash. You will issue shares. When you collect cash, this cash will come and sit in balance sheet asset side, because of which total assets will increase, total liabilities will also increase. Will the net assets increase? Yes. When you issue shares for cash, cash will increase, no? Total assets will increase. Minus liabilities is net assets. What is net assets? Asset minus liabilities. So assets is equal to liabilities. So then we get zero. Assets is not equal to liabilities. Assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. So net assets under capital. What is net assets? Net assets means asset minus liabilities, basically outside liabilities, basically capital plus reserves. If you issue shares for cash, cash is received, assets will increase, capital will increase. So net assets of the company will increase, value of the company will increase. But when you do bonus issue, it's there in reserves. It will go to capital. Equity or net assets is capital plus reserves. It will remain same. Previously 100 rupees capital, 100 rupees reserves. Now it is 150 rupees capital, 50 rupees reserves. 200 only, no. So when you do bonus issue, what will happen to capital? Increase. What will happen to reserves? What will happen to net assets of the company? No change, no impact. There is going to be no impact. It will remain exactly the same. I hope you understood. Very good. Earnings per share. What will happen to earnings per share? Increase. What is earnings per share? Total profit divided by number of shares. What is it? Total profit divided by number of. Very good. Now, for example, let's say, what's your name? Nagraj. Nagraj, when he came to class today, he's like expecting some gift because it's a special day. So now it's break. He goes out for the break. He comes back and then he looks into his bag. In his bag, someone has kept one Roger Federer chocolate box. That Roger brown color and then golden color, expensive. Ade- He's an amazing player. I still like Djokovic, but people disagree. They say Roger or say Ferrero Rocher is good. I don't know. We can disagree. Why do you bring lawn tennis now? Talking about chocolate. So in the break, when he goes out and then he comes back, in his bag, someone has kept one big Roger Federer chocolate box. No, we cannot eat all the Roger Federer chocolates by himself. What will you do? He'll decide to share it with all of us. Now everybody don't get excited. I'll give you that chocolate too. Number of people in the class is 50. So 10 divided by 50. One has to be shared by 5 people. ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳು? Take. Then how? ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಪುಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. That. So this is how it is right now. You understand? So basically, profit, number of shareholders. Profit is Roger Federer. Number of shareholders in the denominator. 50,000 rupees profit. 10,000 shareholders. 50,000 divided by 10,000. 5 rupees per share. Earnings per share. 10 chocolates. 50 people. 10 by 50. 0.2 per person. 0.2 of a chocolate. That's basically earnings per share. How do we compute earnings per share? Total profit by the company divided by number of shareholders in the company. Bonus issue whenever you do, what is increasing? Number of shareholders is increasing. So numerator profit will be same. Denominator number of shareholders will increase. The moment he gets that Roger Federer chocolate in his bag, no, 50 people are there in the class. All of you will say, oh, oh. No, you will say, congratulations, brother, congratulations. Now, when you do that, oh, sound, no, people from this class will hear. One of them will run and come, ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಆಯ್ತು, 10 people will come. Now, the same chocolates have to be shared with 60 people. Bonus issue, free they came. So they also want sharing the chocolate. Now tell me, amount of chocolate that you get will increase or increase? Decrease. 50, sorry, 10 chocolates only. Denominator will be 60 people. Do 10 by 60. 0.166666666666666. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಪುಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀರಿಗೆ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತೀರ್ಥ ಕೊಡೋದು. Previously used to get 0.2. If not, you have to impress someone, one more person so that you get one more box. That's also an option. Fine. So this happened last year. Sheshadipuram class. One guy by name Sudeep was there in the class. By the time we went down on his bike, there was one big silk chocolate and one rose. All of us were going down. I went down. I was waiting for auto. Then we were like, okay, Vatra Sudeep, full scene, and now we are doing. Huh? Then we took the chocolate. Papa, ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ನೋ only that heart we gave rest of the chocolate we all ate up. He couldn't even see who wrote ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಸರು ಬರ್ದಿರ್ಬೇಕು ನೋಡ್ರು ಪೇಪರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟೋರ್ನ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಡೈರಿ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಸಮ್ ನೇಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಪಾಪ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟ್ ಹಾಳಾಗ ಒಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಮಿಸ್ಡ್ ಔಟ್ interested shareholder. Fine. Let's talk about this EPS. What will happen to EPS? Come on. Decrease because of bonus issue. EPS will decrease. Let's go forward. What will happen in the market? In the market, number of shares will increase. In the market, when number of shares increases, what will happen? You have more options. ಇದಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅದಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆನಾ we have so many options to pick from. I'm talking about shares. Why are you people laughing so much? Share market is such a complex topic. It's not a joke. Yeah. What happened? So, not a job. Why a job? Fine. Whatever. Liquidity in the market will increase or decrease. Number of shares in the market will increase. Just the fact is that when you buy shares in the market, it might be held by a previous shareholder and it might not be the first shareholder. It's a different situation. Shareholders. Shares will increase. What happened? But that also God's game only. Everything's God's plan. Let's go forward. Is there any cash flow? There's no cash flow. If they give cash, it's not free. If it is free, it's not cash. Correct, Alva? If you give cash, it's not free. If you get it free, it's not cash. So bonus issue is no cash received. You understand the effects of bonus issue? Very good. Next one. I did not understand that effects of bonus issue can be so funny here. Thanks to you people. What are the conditions for the purpose of bonus issue? Certain conditions. Not everybody can do bonus issue. Correct. For example, I could not do back then. So firstly, there should be power in the articles of association of the company. You know, company will have two constitutional documents, AOA and MOA. There should be AOA, meaning there should be power in the articles of association. What if there is no power in AOA? Then what should you do? First, you should pass one special resolution. Mention that power in the articles of association. Only then the company can do bonus issue. Articles of association basically will tell what can a company do and what can a company not do. Got it? Second point, it should be recommended by board. Board means all those board of directors. They sit in one meeting, they eat. After eating, if they have time, they'll discuss business. In that, they should discuss. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಏನ್ರಿ ಬೋನಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡೋಣ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಓಕೆನಾ ಕ್ಯೂ ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಓಕೆನಾ ಇವತ್ತಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ಗು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ನಿಮ್ಗೂ ಫ್ರೀ ನನ್ಗೂ ಫ್ರೀ ಬೋನಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ bonus issue should be recommended by board of directors. When shareholders declare bonus issue, no. Board should recommend. It's like you telling from tomorrow water also free. Who are you? You uncle should tell. Sidhu uncle should tell. Board should pass the resolution, not the members. But for them to pass the resolution, they should have the power. They should have the power. Now your Yediyurappa uncle, can they discuss? No. Power in law. Power ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಕಾಯ್ಬೇಕು but you should have power in articles of association, then they should recommend, then they can go for bonus issue. They should pass one resolution in general meeting also, meaning decision will be made by two of them, but the place is there where they fight. Parliament, there they should pass one resolution that jana ella will come there, general meeting. So in general meeting, after fighting, they have time, they should pass one resolution. One will tell one, okay, we are planning to give shares free. All the shareholders will be like, yeah, they should also say yes. When they say yes, then the resolution is passed, then the company will go for bonus issue. And to do this, no, shares should be fully paid up. Partly paid up shares, yeah, you should not give fully paid up shares as much. Real answer, very simple. When I was in third standard, why did I not have kids? Because I was myself a kid. You get what I'm trying to tell? To have kids, no, you should no longer be a kid. Are you getting it? If you are, it's you yourself a children. You will not have children. So you should not be a child anymore. So basically, if there is a partly paid up share, there is a 10 rupee share, 6 rupees paid up. There is a 10 rupee share, 4 rupees uncalled, unpaid. Can a company give one 10 rupee share as bonus? ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? 16 ವರ್ಷದ ಹುಡುಗಿಗೆ 20 ವರ್ಷದ ಮಗ. How is it possible? Not possible. For a 16-year-old girl, 20 years son, 20 years son. No, not possible. So for a 6 rupees share paid up, how can I give 10 rupees share bonus? No. First that clip of share should become fully paid up. Are you getting it? When there should be one board meeting, when there should be one resolution, then there will be bonus issue. Before that, not possible. Oh my God, oh my God. Everything is God's plan. We're just puppets. You think you are running the show. God is there singing, okay, my boy, my boy, my boy, my boy, my boy, no, that song. Just a boy, just a boy. Ah, fine, let's go for. Then after shares are fully paid up, if you have to make bonus issue, first you should have not done any statutory dues pending. Meaning, if you have to pay income tax, if you have to pay any ROC fees, if there is any redemption of debentures is pending, if there is any deposits repayment is pending, but clear all those dues. Bonus issue is like giving something back to your shareholders. If you give something back to shareholders, that's because you are happy, it's because you are making profit. A loss-making company, will it make bonus issue? You will give bonus issue only when you have profit making, when you have lot of profits, when you have lot of reserves, when you have so many things. So first pay the government dues correctly. We have not even paid statutory dues. You under any government, maybe GST payment, maybe income tax payment, redemption of debentures which is due to be made, redemption, repayment of deposits which are due to be made. If you have not fulfilled these terms, no, don't go for bonus issue. First fulfill all of this. These are all part of your law answer in CA intern. But anyways, you should know this is as per section 63. I've just given you a mention of it. See, mention no default in interest and repayment of debt and deposits. Once all of this is done, then you can go for bonus issue. This one point is there, no, shares to be fully paid up. It has an exception. It has an exception. There is a one special situation where you can issue bonus shares when the shares are partly paid up. I'll explain it. How is it legal? Is that okay? Take a note of this. After this, we'll discuss the types of bonus issue. There are two types of bonus issue. How many types? ಒಂದು ಒಂಥರ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇನ್ನೊಂಥರ. Basically, two types meaning one, issue of fully paid up shares as bonus. Another one I told no exception. Shares are not fully paid up, but you still want to make bonus issue. You agree with me? Not legal. There is an exception. Nowadays trending, no? Let's go back here. So issue of fully paid up shares as bonus, conversion of partly paid up shares to fully paid up by way of bonus. What is the first one? Issue of fully paid up shares as bonus. Second one is conversion of partly paid up shares to fully paid up by way of. Let me explain what is this. Issue of fully paid up share as bonus is you have two shares. I will tell for every shareholder who's holding two shares, I'll give one share free. If he has two shares, he'll get one. She has four shares, she'll get two. Somebody has 20 shares. How many shares will he get? 10. He has 100 shares, he will get 50. If she has three shares, for two shares, you will get one share. For one share, you won't get anything. Either she needs to buy one more to make it four, or sell one to hold. You can't give 1.5 share as bonus. Why? Share is already a share. How can you share a share? ಈ ಶೇರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮಿಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಇಬ್ರು 50-50 ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. It's hardly share. For example, anybody who has a birthday this week? When is your birthday? 16th. Oh my God, I was about to take your example. Now we were talking about you only. Now you have three shares. And it's her birthday 2 days later. It's her birthday. Let's say we all want to celebrate her birthday. We celebrate her birthday. Tell, yeah, yours tell. You'll get a cake. Okay, what cake do you get? Black forest, white forest, or pineapple flavor, or butterscotch, whatever you would prefer. You get one. So you get one round cake or square cake or one star cake. Don't keep high expectations. Students, friends, there no one is earning. Everyone is living on pocket money. So you will get one nice cake to celebrate her birthday. Will you get one single piece cake, one honey cake, one single piece square cut ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ weight ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ jam ಇದೆ. And will you bring that cake? And then on that keep one candle and say like candle especially stay there. Like, will you make her cut that cake? If you bring that cake, she will be like, okay, ಎಷ್ಟು cheap ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಇಂಥವ್ರು ಇರ್ತಾರೇನಯ್ಯ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್. Yeah, she'll be like, don't do birthday. If you do, don't do like this. I can't even put status. If I put status, everyone will not reply with happy birthday. They're like, haha, my friends are better than your friends. Yeah, so you will cut a cake which is not cut. That one slice of a cake is already cut. ಅದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಕೇಕ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸತಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕೈಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 3 shares you will get 1 share bonus for that 2 shares you get one that third share what you have either you sell it to somebody buy 1 share from somebody sir shall I buy 2 if you buy 2 you'll have 5 shares for 4 you get 2 for 1 you don't get anything. So if you issue fully paid up shares as bonus, what do you do? Everybody who holds 2, you'll give them 1. If somebody holds 4 shares, you give them 2. Somebody holds 10 shares, you give them 5. Somebody holds 14 shares, you give them 7. I hope everybody is getting this. That is issue of fully paid up shares as bonus. Conversion of partly paid up shares to fully paid up means there's a shareholder who's holding share of rupees 10, 6 rupees called up, 6 rupees paid up. Shares of rupees 10, 6 rupees called up, 6 rupees paid up. You know what you do? We'll make the call for balance 4 rupees. We'll make the call for balance. They're about to give you cash. Like, hey, no, you keep the cash with you. We'll keep the cash with you. Instead of collecting cash of 4 rupees from you, I will use my reserves. Then adjust that call made and make your share fully paid up. You are supposed to pay 4 rupees, no? To make that 6 rupees share 10. Instead of collecting 4 rupees from you, making that partly paid up share fully paid up, and then giving you 1 share free, what I do is I won't collect 4 rupees from you. I'll collect your 6 rupees shares to 10 rupees without having to pay cash. So this is conversion of partly paid up share to fully paid up by way of bonus. This is a journal entry for shares issued. I mean, it's a call made, share call to share capital. Then you will write cash account debit or bank account debit to share call. You will write share call to share capital. You will write share call to share, but you won't write bank to share call. Instead of writing bank to share call, you will write reserves to share call. In either of the cases, do you pay cash? If you have 1 share fully paid up, you get 1 more share free. That is issue of fully paid up share as bonus. If you have 1 share of rupees 10, 6 rupees paid up, 4 rupees unpaid, uncalled. I make the call, but I won't receive the cash from you. I straight away convert your partly paid up shares to fully paid up. That's also bonus. You had 1 share of rupees 10, 6 rupees paid up. You did not pay 1 rupee. Suddenly it became shares of rupees 10, 10 rupees paid up. You had share of rupees 10, 6 rupees paid up. Now what did it become? Share of rupees 10, 10 rupees paid. What is that? Bonus issue. What type of bonus issue? Conversion of partly paid up to fully paid up by way of bonus. One restriction is there. Going back to the story, Boney was a special dog. What was Boney doing? It used to pee on the car which was safely parked. Only if the car which is safely parked was not there, it used to pee on the curb which is generally parked. Boney gave birth to puppies, no? Are these puppies fully grown up? These puppies, can they jump the compound and then go pee on the car which is safely parked? What will these puppies do? Is to pay on the curb, which is generally par. Correct or not? Capital redemption reserve, security premium can be used only if it is issue of fully paid up share as bonus. If it is conversion of partly paid up share to fully paid up, you can only use capital reserve, general reserve, or P&L account. If you are issuing a fully paid up share as bonus, you can use CRR, security premium. Then come to capital reserve, general reserve, PL. If you are issuing or if you are converting a partly paid up share to fully paid up by way of bonus, can you use CRR? Can you use security premium? You should only use capital reserve, general reserve, and Pakka. Very good. There are no questions in the ICA study material on conversion of partly paid up shares to fully paid up. Even if it comes, only that comes. You don't have combination of both together. So I will also make you do one question where in the same question you will do conversion of partly paid up to fully paid up as well as issue of fully paid up shares as well. Okay, copy this quick. Come on, much. Let's go forward. After you wrote these types of bonus issue, now let's see the accounting for bonus issue. Shall we see the accounting? Accounting part. I told you, two cases. One is issue of fully paid up shares as bonus. Second one is conversion of partly paid up to fully paid up. In both the cases, we'll see the accounting entries. First one, type 1. issue of fully paid up shares as bonus. What did I tell bonus issue is? Capitalization of reserves. You should not forget this word. What is bonus issue? Reserves will be moved to capital. Reserves will decrease. Reserve, when it decreases, what should we do? Debit or credit? Credit. Credit. When it decreases, what should we do? Debit. So what will you do? CRR. Security premium, capital reserve, general reserve, P&L account. All the reserves are decreasing. Debit them. What will happen to capital? Increase, sir. Increase or decrease? Increase. Tell ya increase or decrease? Increase. Am I right? So when it increases, what should you do when the capital increases? Credit. Credit share capital. Alva? So really gap will play cricket there. No, yeah. You cannot straight away write reserves to capital. You want one dummy account. After 2 years, you want to know how much is bonus issue. How will you check? You cannot come to share capital ledger. Why? Share capital ledger, fresh issue of shares, conversion of debentures to shares, right issue, employee stock options given, everything's there. You can't identify how much is bonus issue. You can't see reserves also because in reserves hundreds of transactions are there. So you open one dummy account. Opened for the purpose of bonus issue. Closed after the bonus issue. Understood? Now you will make misole bath at home in one cooker. You will eat from cooker. You put it to plate and eat. No. After eating, you will throw the plate. Or you will wash the plate. So that plate temporarily opened is called as bonus to shareholders. You write reserves debit to bonus to shareholders. Bonus to shareholders debit to share capital. Here you credited bonus to shareholders. Immediately you debited bonus to shareholders. So that ledger will get closed immediately. But any fine day in the future, if you want to know how much bonus issue was made, just open bonus to shareholders ledger. There, whatever amount is there, at that amount bonus was made. So you can identify easily even after years. Even after, so you write it there. Are you getting it? Now let's say all of you 5 6 friends are going for a trip. You have one friends group, but still for the trip you create one separate WhatsApp group. After the trip is over, that group is there. 1 year later, you want to see what happened in the trip or for photos from the trip or how much was spent. If you just go to the trip WhatsApp group, you will get it. In the friends group, there are so many other things also there. No, one birthday is there, one going out is there, some random joke is there, some meme is there, roasting one person is there. Everything is there. So you can't find that trip conversation. So that you put it in one separate like that. Dummy account open for that purpose. Once that event is over, that WhatsApp group is dead. Like that also, this ledger is dead. So it is bonus to shareholders. Understood? Reserves debited because reserves is decreasing. Bonus to shareholders will get cancelled and capital is increasing. Again, I'm telling you, bonus issue is capitalization of reserves. What is bonus issue? Reserves will decrease. Capital will, reserves will, capital will. That's it. Yeah, copy this. Next, yeah. What if you convert partly paid up shares to fully paid up by way of bonus? What if you convert partly paid up shares to fully paid up by way of bonus? So you have to make share call. Do you know the entry for share call? Share call, when you make, you're supposed to receive money. So debit share call account. And you're supposed to increase your capital, you will credit share capital. So what is the journal entry when the call is made? Share call account debit to share capital. Next, you usually receive money in cash and you write cash account debit to share call. Don't write that. Don't write that. Use reserve. Write reserve account debit. But you cannot use CRR and security premium. Usually, what is the order? CRR, security premium, capital reserve, general reserve, PLA. Don't forget the order. What is it? Car should be safely parked. Car should be generally parked. So CRR and security premium can be used if it is issue of fully paid up share as bonus. But this is conversion of partly paid up share to fully paid up. So can you use a no. So CRR and SP won't come. You will use capital reserve, general reserve, P&L. Credit, bonus. Now debit bonus and credit share call. You know what's happening by this? First you debited share call, then you credited share call. Share call account gone. Share capital account is credited. That is increasing the capital. Share capital account credit means capital is reserves debit means reserves is decreasing. Bonus to shareholders credit. Bonus to shareholders debit. Cancel. So ultimately reserves is decreasing, capital is increasing. Sir, can I straight away write reserves to capital? They will also give 1 mark in the place of 5. Is it okay? You want full marks? Write call entry. First, call entry. What is the entry for call? Share call to share capital. Then reserves, capital reserve, general reserve, P&L. Debit to bonus. Then bonus to share call. Everybody got this? Make a note of this. Small disclosure is needed in balance sheet. Once I show that, we are done with the entire concept of bonus. We just have to solve problems. Nice. Last point, yeah. After this journal entry, you do balance sheet. Am I right? When you do balance sheet, you write balances, you write share capital. If in case that share capital includes issue of some shares, and against these shares, if you have not collected cash, you have to mention it. These shares were given for non-cash consumption. It's compulsory. It's a compulsory disclosure in notes to accounts to share capital. What should you mention? If there is any shares which are issued for non-cash consideration, if there is any shares issued for non-cash consideration, it has to be mentioned clearly in the notes to accounts. Observe, in share capital notes to accounts, specific mention has to be made for shares issued as bonus with the words shares issued for consideration other than cash. Let's say the share capital of the company is 10,000 shares of 10 each, rupees 1 lakh. 2,000 shares were given free. You will write share capital. 12,000 shares of rupees 10 each, 1 lakh 20. Below that, out of the above, 2,000 shares were given for non-cash consideration. That is by way of bonus. You have to mention it. So if some user sees the financial statement, whenever the capital has increased, you will think, oh, cash would have been received. You tell him it is not cash received, but capital increased. In partnership or in sole proprietorship, when you get net profit in P&L, you will add it to the capital. Sometimes when the shareholder, sorry, when the partner or the sole proprietor brings additional capital, that also will add it to capital. Total capital is written in the balance sheet, but the user of the financial instrument, financial statement, should get to know how is that increase in capital. Is it increase because of profit made by the company, or is it increase because of cash received? Because you will not look into cash book, you will only look at balance sheet. So this is a mandatory information that has to be made. We'll discuss a lot of things about this in your CA Inter audit paper, and also similar things we'll learn in your CA Inter accounting also, advanced accounting. But for now in foundation accounting, all you need to know is whenever there is bonus issue, you have to make a separate disclosure. Make a note of this point, and this is it with regard to the entire theory, concept, journal entry, and basics that you should know about bonus issue. On the other side of this discussion, we will start solving problems on this topic. Got it? Very good.